Alright, so here we go. Section 2.4, multiplication of integers. Now the thing is this, the negative sign with this, whenever you're not at it, it's still telling you direction, just like left and right. But now what we have to do is realize what that means in the context. So if we just ignore the 5 for a moment. This is saying I want 2 to go left 11 times. Okay. So 2 going left 11 times. Well, if it's 2 going to the left, because it's positive 2 to begin with, that means it's going to stay negative. So there's one negative sign. Now what could happen is if this were negative here, it might flip it back the opposite direction. But it's not, it's positive. So overall the negative guy wins out. Now the rule is if it's an odd number of negatives, you go to the left. If it's an even number of negatives, you go to the right. But again, thinking about this, go to the right. No, wait, back to the left. Oh, this isn't going to switch it because it doesn't have a negative to go back. So you keep going that direction. So we know it's to be negative overall. And then, I don't know, it's up to you however you want to multiply it, really. Order-wise doesn't matter. But 2 times 11 is 22 times 5. And then that's going to end up being negative 110. Okay. Now here's where it, gets a little trickier. Okay, negative 8. And you would say, go negative. Well, what that really means is switch your direction. That's what that other negative means. So you're starting at 8 to the left. And instead of going 8 to the left 20 times, you're going to do it opposite 20 times. Oh, that means go to the right, really. So those just cancel off. So 8 times 20 then, and then there's this positive here, so it stays. So 8 times 20 is 160 times 5, which ends up being 800. So positive 800. Okay. Now number 26. 26 says, multiply negative 12 times negative j times negative 3k. So again, the key to this is thinking through your signs. Negative sign, negative sign, negative sign. Left, boop. Pop it to the right, boop. Switches again, back to the left. So I went from, thinking to the left for this negative. Then this negative goes the opposite direction, so back to the right. This negative one more time, back to the left. So overall that's going to be negative. And then just multiply the numbers together. 12 times 3 is 36. And then jk, just throw them together because that's what that means anyway. J times k means, that's what mathematically means. J times k is jk. Now number 32, we'll make S red. We'll make T light blue. So it's negative 15 times positive 4 times negative 9. Okay, so again, this guy jumps to the left. Positive doesn't change that direction. But the negative is going to bounce it back, so I know these two signs are going to cancel off. It's going to become positive. And then it's just a matter of doing 15 times 4, which is 60, times 9, which is 7th, 540. There we go. Number 34 says identify the function rule for each table. Okay, so the question is this: what am I doing to x to get to this one? Now the easy thing to do is just ignore the signs for a moment. What do I do to 2 to get to 10? 2 to get to, that's really the same for both of them. Well, I have to do that 2 times 5 would get us to 10. The problem is negative 2 times 5 doesn't equal positive 10 either. It's supposed to equal negative 5. This is supposed to equal positive 5. Only way it's going to happen is if that 5 can switch the direction. So it's actually going to be x times negative 5, and then 0 times 5, negative 5 is 0. So our rule is y equals x times negative 5, which if we want to make it look fancier, it's really written as this: y equals negative 5x, because that's what it means, negative 5 times x. Maybe luck out on this one. Alright, I'm going to see if maybe I can luck out in this one because I'm supposed to check and compare the two. But what I'm hoping happens is I can just compare the signs. Hopefully one's negative, one's positive. Then I know which one's bigger. Then if not, then I'll look at the numbers. So looking at the left side, I've got two negative sides. Negative signs. Negative, negative. So this becomes, canceling off becomes positive. Okay, so now I know it's a positive number on the right. Now on the left. Now if I want to be specific, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 10, 10 times 9 is 90. But I do know it's positive. That's the key for that one. On the right side, positive, positive, negative. Negative means it's going to be the left then, and this actually ends up being, if I really get positive, 360. So if you were to just look at the numbers, you would say, oh, this one's bigger. It's just much bigger. But the signs change that, so this ends up becoming greater than. So 90 is greater than negative 360. There we go.